Good evening, everyone. This is Shivam Rathor, and today we gonna complete our managing the consolidation process. As we have yesterday, as we have seen how to manage the consolidation, and so I'm gonna give a recap of everything, like what we have done yesterday. So let me let me open the Excel sheet first. Okay, so we were referring this Excel sheet, this balance sheet of Moon and Light Limited, and here we have created here we have created taken firstly we have taken this example where we have taken 100% ownership, and there was equity, share capital, current asset, and investment. So I have imported this data from the application, and here um, then what we have done, we have connected this Excel sheet with smart view. So after connecting this smart view, we have with the member selection, we have imported this data from the application, from the Oracle, and so from here we have to start. But at first I will just give a brief about what is what is consolidation and ownership management process, and why do we do that. So let's roll into it. So the consolidate process involves several steps, including setting up consolidation methods, defining rule sets, and managing the approval process. So so let's connect to the smart view first. I haven't connected with the smart view, so I have to go to the application to connect the smart view. So this is our application. Here I'm gonna copy this URL from here, from this portion, and then we simply gonna go back to the Excel. Okay, okay. So here I think this is already connected with the Excel sheet. Just a minute. So I have to connect with the Excel again. Okay, so this is our smart view. So here I'm going to go to the panel selection, and from panel I'm going to give the private connection for it. And here in the private connection, the link which I have copied, I'm gonna paste it over here, and from this after the Hyperion planning, I'm gonna give this backslash, and with this I'm gonna write smart view over here, and with this arrow I'm going to connect with the application. So no problem. This usually this pop-up comes, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so see, the application is now has been connected. So I'm gonna provide the credential to login into the application. So okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay. Okay, so after providing the credentials, we have successfully connected to the smart view. And okay, so from this plus icon we gonna choose the application on which we are working. So I'm working in the FinView application, and with this FinView I'm going to go to the console here, and then we gonna connect with it. Okay, so okay, no worries. Multiple grid member FCCS. Okay, let me just copy all of this. No worries, we gonna connect the application over here. With this ad hoc analysis we gonna connect with the application. Okay, so application is now successfully created. So here we gonna give all the entities and the dimensions which we have, like before yesterday we were doing here, right? We have stopped the video here. From here I'm gonna continue the video. So instead of doing in this, I'm gonna continue with this sheet only. Dimension currency is not available, I think. Okay, no worries, I'm gonna check it from the member selection. So then we gonna open the, sorry, not balance sheet, and then traditional. Here in traditional what I have chose for end currency, right? Then we gonna go into the assets, then current assets. Instead of doing all this, I will simply change the alias of. Okay, let me refresh it first. Dimension currency is invalid, huh? Consolidation. Okay, all of these has been deleted from the application as I have created a new application. So entity consolidation. Okay, here we have taken, okay, this one. So no worries, we gonna continue with the new one as someone has deleted the application, and meanwhile I have created a new application. So in the new application we do not have multi-cap currency and other things. So I'm gonna go with this scenario, all of this like what we have now. So we gonna define scenario with the member selection, and in here, and from the member selection I'm gonna choose the member, like this one, this dimension actual. So we gonna import from here, then I'm gonna pivot this. At first let me just add, insert, okay, now I'm gonna cut this from here and will deliver this in this side. Simply I'm going to do the for the movement for the data also. Then also for the consolidation. So I'm gonna cut it from here and gonna paste it in this side. Then simply I'm going to refresh it. So after refreshing it, we have got account and entity and these two. So we do not have movement also right now. So no worries, I'm just gonna define all of this with the member selection. Here we are taking FY24 we have to take right now, as there is no 15. So we're gonna go with the FY24. Then period we have to define the period. I will take the period Jan. I'm not gonna go with the quarter one, because if I go with the quarter one, we have to do the consolidation for both 3 months, like for both months. For first I have to run for the Jan, then second I have to run for Feb, and simply for the March. So I'm not gonna go with this. I'm simply gonna go with the Jan. Then we're gonna go to member selection to define view. I'm going to choose periodic. So pressing OK for the now for the movement. Then so for movement I can total movement, so there is no movement. I'll simply go on with the no movement option, and this no movement, I'm going to bring this no movement here. I'm going to pivot this so it can become by a side of account. Then I'll define data source. Then data source will be, first let's bring this over here, no data source, data input. I'm gonna take data input. We always take base level members, so data input, or we can simply as there is no underscore FCCS, yesterday I have taken FCCS underscore data input. So today in the application, so I have created a new fresh application as someone has deleted it like earlier before. So that's the reason I have taken all those that dimensions which is already in the application. So now I'll define the consolidation. So consolidation would be, let's see what is in the consolidation. I'm gonna take entity, this entity input, or I can go with the entity total, but simply I'm going to go with the entity input only for the consolidation. So let's bring this over here and select it. Okay, so now what else? Okay, now account and entity is remaining just for now. So here I'll define the entity account. I'll go with the balance sheet, traditional, total assets, current assets, cash and cash equivalent. There is no data inside the cash and cash equivalent right now. Okay, no worries. I'm gonna go again. I'm looking for the one current asset. It can be anything, so I have to just put the data in it. So I'm gonna go into the navigation side. From navigation I'm going to go into create and manage, and here there is a dimension. So we are putting the data inside the account. So we have to search account through see dimension. Account is already there, so now we have to simply put the data inside the currency only, inside the current asset only, total current asset, which is I'm going to go with like inside the current asset there is cash and cash equivalent. So I simply going to add child over here inside the cash and cash equivalent. So I'm simply gonna write 1 which is very simple to and very easy to remember. I always prefer to write GL code. So description, I will leave the description, and alias just leave the okay, alias I would like to give cash only, or I can give it a cash at bank, cash in bank. Okay, cash in bank or anything. Just we simply want as cash only, like current asset only. So everything is okay. It's a dynamic to pass calculation. We do not have to enable all of this thing. Simply I'm going to save it. First of all, let's go back into this. With this pencil icon we can make addition inside this members. So I just have to check the attributes and member formula for it. Okay, it is dynamic calc and console only. So simply we're going to save it from here, and So I just want one member on the asset side, so I have input the data in it. So currently white. Okay, let me refresh it again. Whenever we input the data, we always have to refresh the sheet. I think the sheet has been refreshed, and now we have to go to the balance sheet, then total asset, then current, then cash. See, the member has been added inside it. See, this is the member which I have created, so I'm simply gonna and add into the smart view, and I'm going to change the alias from here. Okay. Oh, sorry, no worries. I'm going to search it from the GL code 000101. Search. Okay, see, let's bring back the account over here. Okay, now what else? Now I'm going to take cash equivalent. Okay, then current investment in sub, I have to search it on total equity. Common stock is there, long term assets, and we are searching for investment in sub this. Okay, and then equity also, which is we will take base member. We will not take total equity, we will take the base member, which is this common stock. Yes, I think there is no data inside it. Okay, no worries. Let's check if there is no movement, it will not take this member. Just simply checking if there is a member, then it's going to take all the members, otherwise it will not take the member. I'm looking for the common stock. Okay, then I'm going to refresh it. See, there is no data, there is no movement inside it. That's the reason it is not taken. Cash, it is not taken. So see, I'm gonna keep this only. So as it is not taken this common stock, so no worries, I'm going to keep this only, this FCCS investment in sub. And let me input the data for the moment. Okay, let me add the 1101. I'm just going to take this member only. Total equity, common stock. Okay, so simply you have to refresh this. there is no movement inside it. Okay, let me just add some few members inside the application. So we are, as I have already added a member inside the cache, now I have to go to this entity to add the member inside it. So not in the entity, actually in this what we are doing for 101, right? So balance sheet, traditional, total assets, current assets. It was okay, there is 101, so I'll go with the total liability and equity. Here total equity, there is no data inside, so I'm going to, inside the common stock, I'm going to give any data, like I'm going to give the GL code for it. Okay, this is a parent member, we cannot make addition. I have to add the children in it. So I'm going to give the GL code for 32000. Description, leave it. Alias, leave it. Okay, just save it for now. Let me check once. Capital is common stock, right? Let's try doing it once again. Take the new moment here, and here the GL code which we have choose, that only I'm going to take 10010 000 search, select bracket over here and press OK. Now for common stock, okay, let's refresh it. It is not taking. Okay, I haven't defined the entity. There is no data in the application, I have to feed each and every data. So what we are doing for the entity. So here in entity there is no data inside the total geography and the global assumption. I'm going to add a child underneath, which going to be USA sales. Description I'll give sales TV sale. I can give TV sales. Alias would be Western sales, and everything I'll keep the same, and I'll add another child. Simply I'm going to add sibling here, just keep it one data only. Let's refresh it. Okay, now I'm gonna drag this till here, and here I'm going to define the member selection, which going to be 1001 search. Now simply for the copper stock, search okay. Data reference of member is unknown planning as well. Make sure all the members are defined in the planning and space. Okay, let me check the application again. The application has deleted again. That's why we are facing the problem. Trouble finding a site. So there is an occurrence, there is an error coming in between the application. That's why we are facing all that kind of issue. See, the application has been tampered. that's why it is not taking the data at first time. um, let's try doing it again. Okay, let's see. um, as it is a new fresh data, is as the application is totally a new one, or we have to define each and everything again.